Welcome to a cool episode of In Tune, where we will be speaking of our guilty pleasures.
Ooh,
Yeah, musically, everyone has them.
it's true.
Yeah.
It's some song that just gets to you that you don't want to acknowledge that you like, but you do.
Yep, and sometimes there's funny stories that go with them, like hearing that song at an inopportune moment.
Right?
So, I don't know. What would you say your all-time biggest guilty pleasure is?
Ooh, all time probably. Well, not for me because I don't really care who knows what I listen to,
Mhm.
but for like society, I guess. Um, it's a tie between either Creed or Nickelback.
Hmm.
Now, I wouldn't say I love everything Nickelback. I think they have a couple good songs.
Yeah.
I definitely don't turn them down when they come on. Creed, on the other hand, um, I I was a fan from the beginning. Probably 90% of their offering I
Mm-hmm.
enjoy. So I don't know. That'd probably be the big one for me. What about you?
The big one for me. This is gonna brace yourself, everybody. For a long time, I really liked Spice Girls. I'm not even shitting you.
Please tell me it wasn't that fucking wannabe song though. And there's
That
no need to
was
sing it.
that was one of them.
Really?
That is. It just had a catchy. I was really into Chumbawamba at the time.
Speaking of guilty pleasures. Oh,
Yeah, the whole middle school era for me is one giant guilty pleasure.
and for those of
Um,
us who don't do middle school, what the fuck is that?
Grades 6, 7, and 8.
Okay.
So, in the States, some people call it junior high school. Some
Oh, I know we
people.
have them here. I went to school. It was elementary was kindergarten, and then 1 through 8, and then high
Mhm.
school was 9, 10, 11, 12.
Yeah, and there are schools like that in the States. But, yeah, it was just that. I guess it was whatever England was putting out at that time, that beat
Yeah.
resonated with me.
I mean,
Because the,
so
the two, Tub Thumping and What You Want, What You Really, Really Want, they have a similar beat that goes.
yeah, I guess.
And similar, not the same, but similar. And that really drew me in. And then I started listening to Spice Up Your Life, and it was a dark time. I got beat up a lot. Um,
That's terrible. How old are you in grade 6? Like what,
in
12?
grades, yeah, I was 12.
That's about right. So 12. So 12,
So
13, and 14.
yeah, so my mixtape consisted of Metallica and Spice Girls.
It's interesting. So
Yeah.
around So I was 12, 13, 14. That would have been 97 through 99. Yeah,
Yes.
that makes sense. I guess because there was a lot of like catchy pop music in
Hmm.
that era. Like I won't deny the success of it, and there wasn't like I disliked certain things like Backstreet Boys and NSYNC and 98 Degrees and
Hmm.
Five, and I'm aware of them because I have an older sister who loved them, and I
Yeah.
don't think necessarily that I didn't like the music. I just didn't like them because my friends told me don't like them. I guess, but I mean, there was a lot of good shit that like even Britney Spears, Christina Aguilera, Spice Girls. Um, who there was a couple other like girl groups that were coming out around then, like all girl groups like the Spice Girls and stuff.
Yeah. I don't know their names, but I know what you're talking about.
I can't remember. There was like S Club 7.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember them. They had a TV show at one point.
Hmm.
But I mean, like, yeah. So I guess I disliked the music just because. Well, I didn't dislike the music. I just disliked them because that was like the
Yeah.
thing to do. Because most of my friends were getting into like Nirvana and Metallica and punk and all that stuff. Like, so it just wasn't cool to listen to pop music.
Yeah.
And yet, every single one of them was a fan of Michael Jackson.
Well, he's the king.
No, I know that. I love Michael Jackson. I wouldn't even consider that guilty pleasure. I just love Michael Jackson. But,
Hmm.
they were like, oh, pop, it's garbage. Don't listen to it. It's just shit music. I'm like, but you listen to Michael Jackson. That's pop. You know? I mean, Michael Jackson is pop. Or was pop, I
Yeah.
guess now you have to say. But, yeah, I don't know. I just went with it because,
Yeah. And it's something about that time, that turn of the century, millennium. You had a lot of good, not catchy pop songs.
yeah.
Will Smith was his
Oh,
music
God.
career was pretty good. He was
Well,
getting
I
jiggy
mean, I
with it.
think, yeah.
Na 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 na.
I think that had more to do with his movie fame than his rap career.
Yeah, yeah. I'm not saying that's also the time. See, and it's funny because it's also the time Eminem came out. That
Oh, yeah, that's
same
true, too, yeah.
that same arc, and
Right.
he had kind of poppy overtones to his popular songs that were on the radio and MTV. Then you listen to some of his other stuff, it's like, what did I get myself into?
Yeah. Yeah, that first album was strange. I don't know. The
Yeah.
first song I heard because we used so back when MTV or Much Music in Canada actually played music all day every day. That was a
Yeah,
big thing
that's
for
been a
us,
while here
like
too.
as young teenagers. Is we lived in a house where my sister was given the entire basement as her bedroom, and it was like a
Hmm.
massive room. So she had like two couches in there and her bed and everything else, and there was two little rooms off to the side. Just a massive place. So we would always just all her friends plus me would hang out down there, and Much Music would be on. And the first song that I heard was "Hi, My Name Is." I guess
Yeah.
I think that's what it's called. My Name Is.
Yeah.
And we were all like, I remember when it came on, like everybody in the room just stopped and was like, "What the fuck is that?"
Yeah.
And they were like, "Okay," we weren't sure after the first time. We are like, I don't know, it could have been good. It was really weird. And then just
Hmm.
the more it played, we're like, okay, this is a really good song. So my sister ended up buying the album, and then you get to I don't know the name of it. I never meant to give you mushrooms.
Yeah. And there's
Oh, it's
other
called My
ones.
Fault. It's called My
Yeah.
Fault. And like, and that song, I was like, what the fuck is this?
And it's like, what did I sign up for? And I remember it just kept getting worse and worse. Like he'd have this oscillating, like really popular, real Slim Shady, Stan, or not
Yeah.
Stan.
No, Will Stan wasn't on that one.
The one where he kills his mom. He kills his mom in one of the songs. He chokes her out. It's weird. And it just kept
I don't know.
oscillating like that, and it makes me afraid of his new album because I really like the songs that have come out on the radio,
Yeah.
but it's progressively gotten worse on the bad end. It's just like, what else can he do?
I can't. He's just at that point now. You're like, what the fuck is he gonna do? It's,
Yeah.
it's interesting. Okay, so we did guilty pleasure bands. Sure. What
Okay.
about top 3 songs? They don't have to be from the same. I would prefer if they're from different bands, but
Okay. I got you on this. One is very current. It is "Same Old Love" by Selena Gomez.
all right. I
I
I
gotta
don't. I
think.
can't say anything because I've never heard a single thing from her. I don't think so.
It,
I
it
couldn't say good or bad. I have no idea.
it's one of those songs where, again, if you look at what I usually listen to, and then it comes on, I've had people at work, it just pops up on my Spotify, and they're walking by, and they've been rocking out to Streetlight Manifesto with me or something like that, and then that boom, 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 and then she starts singing. It's like, what the fuck, man? and then they just kind of laugh at me and walk off. So that is probably my current guilty pleasure.
Okay.
Um, then I really, every time it comes on, I have to stop and listen to the whole song of "Bad Touch" by the Bloodhound Gang,
Yes.
and I know all the words,
That's funny because
and
I was gonna say that one too.
I know all the words, like I said. And then my third one, it's Mbop, not because I like the song, but because there's that memory, my earliest I'm a fucking asshole memory of
Okay.
leaving the pool hall and putting it on the jukebox with $10 worth on. So every time I hear that, I go, yeah,
Nice. Nice.
yeah. So
Um, fuck, I'm gonna have to pick a different one there. So off the bat, if I guess we go current. It's not really that
mhm.
current, but it's Taylor Swift. It's Blank Space.
Yeah,
But I can defend that one. The first time I heard it, it was not by her.
hmm,
It was covered by like a heavy rock group,
yeah,
I Prevail. So they
hmm,
did a cover of it, and I had been hearing it when I had satellite radio in my car.
yeah.
And I was like, man, that's a really good song. And then I had my wife with me one time, and she was like singing along to it. And as far as I had known, it was her first time hearing it. I'm like, how the hell do you know the words? She's like, this is a Taylor Swift song. And I'm like, no. So I went and looked it up, and I like her version too.
Yeah, and
And then I'm gonna have to go with this is a really sappy one, but 98 Degrees,
okay,
Invisible Man.
okay, that is pretty sad.
Yeah, yeah. And then fuck, I don't know, because I was gonna say that Bloodhound Gang song, but I can't do that now. So I don't know. I don't
Well,
know what the other one would be.
while you're thinking of a third, so when I ran the Savage Race, I talked about it on the Why Did Ask For podcast.
Mm-hmm.
I decided to run a 6 mile obstacle course because I'm smart. And I was there with my boss and one of my coworkers. Two of my coworkers, we were part of the team. And as far as they knew, I didn't like Selena Gomez. I didn't listen to Selena Gomez. Nothing. Didn't know any of her music. And my boss's 9-year-old daughter was there with us to kind of cheer us on. She ran the child's race, and they have like a DJ, and he's just throwing up whatever music's going on, and he throws that one on, and it's before the race. We're all sitting there, we're getting pumped up, and he starts playing that song, and I start kind of jamming out to it and singing the words under my breath, and this little girl looks at me and goes, "Hey, I like that song too. Let's go dance." So I danced with my boss's daughter to Selena Gomez at the Savage Race.
Nice.
Yeah,
I remembered, or I picked another one.
yeah.
So it's a song by Headley,
Hmm.
and it's called "For the Nights I Can't Remember."
Ah.
Headley's just awful, but
Yeah.
actually, that song's more of I don't know how to explain it. So it was brought to my attention by a cousin of a cousin who married into the family. If that makes any sense. So
Yeah.
My cousin Mike got married to this girl, and we met this other girl who became a really good friend of mine, who is his ex-wife's cousin. So
Yeah.
it's not far off. But my cousin married this girl, and my friend who introduced me is her cousin. Um, It was really dumb because she was having rough times with guys and stuff all the time, and I kept telling her like,
Hmm.
just hold on, the right guy will come along, don't worry, you'll know when it
Yeah.
happens, that sort of thing. And so this one guy came around, and I was like, I don't know if he's good for you, and she's like, well, he sent me this song, and he says that every word rings true, and so I I listened to it, and I was like, this is like a pretty good fucking song,
Yeah.
but it was only brought to
So
my attention because
that doesn't always work. Like you shouldn't send Debbie by Eminem to a girl and say every word of this song makes me think of you.
True.
I'm just saying it doesn't always work, guys.
Yeah. Yes. I mean, I don't know. I'm sure there's a whole lot more that I would get just
Yeah,
annihilated for listening to, but
and especially it really depends. I think guilty pleasures depend on your group of friends. Like,
true. Yeah.
Panic at the Disco, it's one of those bands that a lot of people like. It's pretty hip. If I tell my buddy Chase, hey, I like this Panic at the Disco song, what the fuck's wrong with you?
Is that their big fucking popular one there? The what the hell is it called?
Oh, I
I
couldn't
write
tell you the
sins, not
name.
tragedies, or something like that.
Yeah, something like
Is that
that.
the name of the song, or is that the album title?
I think I don't know,
Or the
but
one that's like
it's from their first album.
I chime in with the. Haven't you people ever heard of closing the goddamn door?
Yeah,
Yeah, that one comes on, and
yeah,
I'm
that
like, all right, turn that one up.
yeah,
It's
and then trolling YouTube, or not trolling, going through YouTube, I guess, watching just different takes. There's this guy, he got pretty big, called Noah Guthrie, and he just does acoustic covers of all these different songs. And he covered um, LM LMAFO's "Sexy and I Know It."
I think I know. I think I've seen that video.
And it's a fat white guy
Yeah,
that's
yeah, yeah,
playing
yeah,
a
yeah.
soulful song,
And it
and he
totally
sounds
changes the whole fucking. Like, it makes it a
not
good song.
yeah. Not only that, the fucker sounds like Jimi Hendrix.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I've
and
seen that video.
and I love that version of that song, and it has to be sung by that fat white kid. But it has like this bluesy Jimi Hendrix type feel to it, and it's like, yeah, I can dig this.
Yeah, there's some people out there that are really good at making a seemingly annoying song sound really, really good.
Yeah,
See, I've gone the
yeah,
other way. I found a guy on YouTube called, I think his channel's called 331E Rock or something like
hmm
that. And he just does metal covers of like the most random shit. Like,
yeah.
he'll do video games, he'll do comic books. He's done like super pop. He's done all sorts of shit. I would recommend checking out his channel. It's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, I will. I'll find it.
I'll send you the link for it.
Okay,
I'll
yeah,
send
and
it over.
and I like how people now are able to show you what they do, like through YouTube, through
Yeah.
covers on YouTube. There was a duo, I can't remember their name, but I found them on Spotify. There's a whole channel of cover songs. There's
Okay.
these two guys, and they covered "Wrecking Ball" by Miley Cyrus,
Okay.
and just the way they did it and that they arranged it and played the music, they instead of making it a pop song, they slowed it down, made it just a folky song. And
So
it's
they
like,
changed it to like
yeah,
minor chords or something.
yeah, and it's like this is a lot better than Miley Cyrus's version.
You know what else is a lot better than Miley Cyrus's version? Ron Jeremy's
Everything.
version.
Oh, that's true.
That
Yeah.
is a phenomenal video. I
You
love
can
that.
also find that on YouTube.
Yeah, you
Just
can.
saying.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, so I don't know. I
and
thought we'd. Well, realistically, if we're being honest, we weren't prepared for today,
no.
so we thought let's do guilty pleasures. That one's easy.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. So you can have guilty pleasure bands. You can have guilty pleasure songs. You can listen to whatever you want to listen to, and if you
Yeah.
like it, that's okay.
Yeah, we're not here to
But
judge.
maybe don't tell your friends about certain ones.
Yeah.
Or
You know.
make a podcast and put it on the internet.
Yeah. It's not like my buddies are gonna
See, now it'd be different
watch
if I was
this.
talking to Pat instead of you,
hmm
because I don't think he'd
What?
have guilty pleasures necessarily. He'd just be like, "Oh, I like this and I like this," and I'm like, "Pat, you shouldn't like that."
What if Pat's guilty pleasure was "Beautiful People" by Marilyn Manson?
That would fit so well.
Pat's just sitting there. Well, guys, Beautiful people.
When I'm not listening to Green Day and fucking Duran Duran, I just like to throw on some Manson.
Cannibal Corpse, some just kind of get the edge off.
Just some hardcore screamo.
Yeah. And, and it's funny because Pat's brother is so much different than him with musical likings.
Yeah.
Like Pat's brother would fit in tune perfectly. Likes the same type of music, same bands.
Yeah.
And then there's Pat, the youngest of the three. I like Duran Duran. I'm
You're still
hungry
not
like
sure
the
what
wolf.
went wrong, but something
No.
happened. Maybe his music choice is directly associated with the fact that he cannot keep his goddamn pinky down when he's drinking.
There's a lot of things. If he wasn't married, that would have me thinking a lot.
That's not nice.
Music choices, frosted tips,
I was
pinky
gonna
up.
say you gotta let the frosted tips go, man.
Yeah, it's just one of those things. Pat, I love you. You're my brother. You're not here to defend yourself.
Exactly. Yeah, we can shit on you all you want. You're not here. So, do you have anything else?
I don't think so. We covered guilty pleasure bands, early guilty pleasures.
We covered top 3 songs.
Yeah.
Is there a song out there that you have to stop and listen to? But even if it was let's say it was a crowded street, and this song came on, and you had to listen to the whole thing because it's just that good to you, but you don't want anybody to know. So like maybe, you're cruising down the street at a good pace, that song comes on, you just kind of slow right down, not acknowledging the fact that it's on, but you're enjoying it.
Am I singing? Is this like the one that's just like, is anyone watching, or am I singing it?
No. This is like, you don't even want strangers to know that you're enjoying it.
There is, and it's on my Spotify. So let me look up the name of it. It's actually on my top my playlist for 2016 top listens.
Of course it is.
Because it would show up and I wouldn't skip it.
Okay.
And when I drive, I'll listen like 30 seconds of a song and I'll skip.
Oh, okay.
So whatever made it all the way through is on this list.
Okay. I'm intrigued.
Let me just.
Fortunately for me, I do not have a song like that.
It is called I'm an Albatross by Aaron Chupa.
Never heard of it.
Hold on. I'll play a little. Maybe the mic will pick it up.
Never heard it.
Hold on. Now I'm having issues.
It might be. That's okay. I can cut that out. I think maybe, and it's not even really a song. I just think it's stupid. So stupid it's funny. Is that fucking I have a pen, I have an apple thing?
This is along the same.
I think that's why I thought of it, because I'm like, that just sounds like a dude at an airport, like an international airport, being like, go to gate 65.
That's just the beginning. But there's a girl that sings the song, but it all goes that bum ba-dum ba-dum ba-dum. I'm the albatross, and it's like I sit there and it's like, okay, I'm listening to the song. I hope no one, because I have no idea what she's talking about. It's in English, and I have no idea what she's talking about.
Yeah.
Like, it makes no sense, but
I don't know.
It gets to that.
Even come to think about it, I don't really care if anybody heard me listening to that song either. Because I literally I found it one day and I was like, this is so fucking stupid, and then I just started showing people.
Yeah. Whenever, wherever's always.
Oh no! Shakira, man.
Yeah, her hips don't lie.
Her hips don't lie. Even to this day, have you seen recent pictures of Shakira? Whew,
Oh yeah, she was on The Voice. I was
beautiful.
like, I like The Voice now. Maybe not
Oh,
The
did she
Voice.
replace Christina Aguilera?
I don't think I, I said it. Now I'm not sure if that's the right
Uh oh.
show.
You better make sure.
I am.
I am. Yeah, no, I don't think
Um.
I have a song like that I would just listen to and not want people to know. I
Yeah,
generally
you know.
don't care, especially as I got older. I just stopped
Mhm.
giving a shit what people think, really, on most things.
Yeah.
Which is why,
Now,
like,
now
yeah,
what
I
I'm.
like I like to give Pat shit about listening to Duran Duran, but whatever. I mean, I listen to like the Mamas and the Papas,
Yeah.
which realistically is like a '60s version of that, just as
But they
bad.
weren't ever hungry like the wolf.
That's true. Actually,
Do.
in my late teens, my cousin Steve and I went through a huge '80s phase. It
Yeah.
was just like anything and everything that came out in the '80s, we would listen to.
Mhm.
I don't know why. A lot of them were really, really bad, but we would listen to them anyway. I think like we started listening to "Oh Sherry" by Steve Perry because of
Yeah.
basketball.
I love basketball.
Like, so we
That's
would watch
such a
that movie
great
a
movie.
lot, and we're like, that's got to be a real song, right? He's like, yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
So we ended up finding out that it was by Steve Perry, and we actually didn't know that Steve Perry was from Journey. But we're like,
Oh.
oh, okay, it's by him. And then my
Speaking.
dad used to be a DJ, so he had crates and crates and crates of 45s, and he had given
Yeah.
Steve's mom, his sister, up like 3 or 4 of them. And we're like, oh, we should see what's in the 45 crates. And sure as shit, we found Steve Perry's "Oh Sherry" on a 45, and
Yeah.
we wore that thing out. We also found like Madonna, and we listened to shit out of that, like all sorts of
Yeah.
shit.
And he was on The Voice for
Oh,
three
okay,
episodes in 2014.
only 3 episodes.
Yeah.
That should
I'm
be a
a
crime.
little disappointed. Yeah.
She
She
should
should be
have.
on everything.
Yeah, she really should.
But
You
speaking
heard it
of
here first,
Journey,
folks. Take to Twitter. Hashtag Shakira on everything.
okay, I'm starting now.
Just saying. It's
Yeah.
everybody wins, you know?
So my aunt reads my Twitter, and she talks to my grandma about it.
Okay.
So I wonder how hashtag Shakira on everything is gonna play out.
Oh man,
And
speaking
that's
of like
all.
music related shit and social media, I saw a thing the other day, and I don't know if it was real or if it was fake or what, but it pissed me off. I can't stand Kanye West. Just can't.
Yes.
I don't think he's a good musician, and it's not. I've listened to his stuff. I don't think it's any good. I don't think he knows how to rhyme. That's just my opinion. Don't flame me
Yeah.
for it. If you like him, that's great. Go ahead and enjoy him. I don't.
That's your deal.
But there was a thing posted somewhere with multiple replies. I guess, and I didn't look into it. I guess somehow Paul McCartney's name came up around Kanye West. I don't know if they were going to do a song together or if they had been talking about something or whatever the case may be. But there was so many replies. It was like, oh, I don't know who this new Paul McCartney guy is, but Kanye will sure show him the musical ropes. I'm like, are
What
you
the?
fucking kidding
Oh
me?
man.
Like Paul McCartney's been there and back like 12 fucking times before Kanye was even
Yeah.
born. It just maybe that's just the old
Wow.
man in me,
That.
but it was like there were so many people that were like, "Who the fuck's Paul McCartney?" Wow, I'm sure Kanye will turn him around. What?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't. How could people not know who Paul McCartney is?
I don't know.
Of all the iconic musicians in the world and throughout time, Paul
Yeah,
McCartney's one of those.
I mean, okay, of the surviving Beatles,
I think he's it.
no,
I think
Ringo's
it's
still
him and
alive.
Ringo Starr.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. Out of the surviving Beatles, like I could understand if people are like, "Who the fuck is Ringo Starr?" And half
Yeah.
of those people might go, "Mr. Conductor," because he played a
Even of
character.
Yeah,
I
even
don't know
of
if you
the
guys got Tranny
dead,
Time Station down there,
we did.
but that was like, yeah, and he was Mr.
Yeah.
Conductor, and so was fucking George Carlin.
Even if you put all the Beatles, living and dead, Ringo Starr is pretty far down there.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. I'm just saying, like, I mean,
George
I would
Harrison
assume a
and
lot of
Ringo
people are gonna
Starr.
know John Lennon just because he was killed.
Yeah,
Even if they don't know him from music, they'll be like, "Oh, that's that guy that dude shot."
yeah,
You know, and I mean George Harrison. If you didn't know the Beatles, you probably wouldn't know him. That's fine.
yeah.
But how the
But
fuck do you
you'd
not know
know
who Paul
someone named.
McCartney is?
You would know someone named George Harrison in your life. It's a
Maybe.
pretty common name.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I just saw that and it just really
Yeah.
pissed me off. And I'm like, why? It also made me think like, well, that makes sense as to how Kanye is so fucking popular too, because these people are too stupid to recognize who Paul McCartney is. No wonder why they like his fucking music.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Oh
that's
well.
just my grumpy rant of the day.
Yep. And on that note, I hope you guys liked it. I'm Tip. This is Dan.
Thanks for watching. See you next time.